Hello Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to your yearly reading for 2024. You are at Tarot Solar Sun Studio. I'm Caro, here to do your fortune reading. Happy New Year to Taurus, Taurus folks out there. I'm going to first start with your fortunes, and we will get 3 cards from the fortune deck. I'm literally using this deck. You can watch these series for your sun, moon and rising signs as well. For me, all good. What works for you will be, of course, final. So here, the first message, we have the death, a time of natural transition and transformation. So this resembles the Death Tarot card in Tarot. So we are talking about some big changes here. Shedding skin almost, and letting go of old attachments, patterns from our life. This is what we're gonna become. And this is leading up to Owl. This is about spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found in this transformation and change. And this is also the wisdom, the great wisdom. So you are almost writing your story there. Like there is a particular experience there, I think, and this experience that you go through is about to be like a narrative, and there can be also other people who may also want to benefit from that, or something is really changing in you. This is like more of like a silent change. You are definitely making the most of it, as you are finding a lot of wisdom in this particular experience. We are also here stopping by to take a deep breath because we have also the marriage association here. This can be also, of course, partnerships, but the exchange of commitment. Of course, it can be also the emotional fulfillment and unconditional love aspects of life. In general, so here some Taurus people is going to a very much renewed state in their relationships. They are definitely be wiser when it comes to maintaining the conditions and relationships. Literally, some of you can get proposals. It can definitely in 2024 bring you that person in your life. If you are already married or partnered, it can be reinventing your connections. This can also you coming to a point in life where you let go of an old relationship and you are stepping into a new one, maybe. So let's see your tarot cards. Excuse me. Okay, so what we have here? We have the nine of wands. This is how you are building resilience. There is some type of a secure spot you wanna find within you while you go through this transition. There can be also like a father figure in your life or an older male figure who may be also like let's say mentoring, or this is you through this found wisdom in your experiences. You are trying to catch your ground. I think Taurus, you are really reinventing your life in 2024. You continue to reinvent your life. Well, Uranus is also still in your sign. And if you are a Taurus between 20, 30 degrees, or if you are like the last decan of Taurus, Uranus will still visit your degrees there. So this can really bring very significant changes, or if you have Taurus planets. So we have here the we have the Tower card. By the way, when it comes to your wealth, health, there can be also like a newborn you here. If you have been through a difficult period, let's say health-wise, here you are like gathering your strength, I do feel. Here it comes again, the ring and the marriage, the double, so the energies repeat itself. I'm using different decks because I want to see if energy repeats here and what is significantly appearing. So here this is about again marriage and also commitment, but also circumstances which affect our relationship and connections. And I think through relationships in general, the main messages, you are accumulating a lot of knowledge. You are reinventing relational aspects in life. But the time here I'm getting is more of like you are going out of a relationship and like entering a new one. And the previous one was if you get out of that relationship, it has just created like the new a new you out of you, I do feel. Wow, and this is beauty and health. And you are also very much questioning and learning about some new things. It's very important for you how you may attain things, but how you gonna maintain them will be definitely will be defining the quality of experience you're gonna have throughout 2024. Plus, I do feel you are assessing some risks this year. Risks here can be, many risks on the mental level, spiritual level, financial level, emotional level, like risk assessing kind of thing. And for this risk assessment, you may consult to a person. Again, there can be here a mentor-like person who is, for instance, the ring is like that relationship coach or this consultant kind of thing. You are questioning. It can be like your 7th house, like in astrology, like whomever you consult. And I think you are taking up some new line of thought and research study in some subjects, or you are learning a know-how of something. You may have really interesting dialogues with a figure here. If you were like unsure your ability about like answering something new, like you have some questions, again this risk assessing, you try to make sure about something, you do your lesson, you study this thing. There is also some messages here, messages like when you are reinventing your life. Of course, reinventing life can bring also new problems to life, like new difficulties. You try to understand how you can go around these things. A relationship aspect may be challenged also when it comes to health-wise. I don't know if one person is going through a tough time with their health, the other person is very much supportive to the other, maybe something in that nature. Some Taurus people, I do feel, in this risk assessing thing, okay, I see you pretty much opening up to some thoughts, but also you try to like get everything, you get it together, let's say, okay? You try to get something also together here. And you are trying to find that security out of that getting it together energy with the Nine of Wands, Page of Swords. Also your ability, you know, this is your willingness to understand also sometimes. Also here there is a particular person you are wondering how their thoughts or thinking is working. Like there is some kind of maybe a person like a role model, okay? So you listen this person, maybe you join their workshops or something in that nature. Because there are, again, around the ring subject, around relationships, owl, the wisdom, okay? It's like transmitting to you, and that you are also here re-questioning the marriage and relational aspects. Because you have been through some changes. So here actually in general, 2024, also with that Uranian quality, there is this arrival of new thoughts, new ideas. When you search for knowledge, when you search for wisdom, when you look for intellectual growth and discovery, you will receive this. Okay? You will definitely receive this. You have this keen desire to learn and explore. There is this desire for the pursuit of truth around some subjects. You are not here, I think, looking for common senses. You really try to find out truth about a subject. You have this very strong need, and you will feel like the rose is like the beauty in knowing more about relationships, for instance. So and where this is all coming from, I think everything in 2024 here is to serve your personal growth and transformation. Because I see also, you know, what we are bringing to New Year's are also important. So there can be subjects like from the previous year that we can still carry into the New Year's, right? It's some kind of it becomes some kind of a karmic responsibility for us to go through them. And here you have gone through a very difficult time. Maybe some Taurus literally has suffered from anxiety maybe or worry. But as you invest in that intellectual growth and discovery, you somehow find that self-discovery and growth opportunities outside of your circumstances. I think here, if you had some things that you were questioning your, let's say, fear towards that, Page of Swords energy with the rose, and also marriage, this can be also are sometimes commitment phobic sides, or to what we can really dedicate ourselves and to what we can commit and dedicate ourselves. Because here I do feel a particular intellectual base really helping you to sort out your thoughts and everything around subjects, and obviously there can be people and things which may lead to that great understanding around the subjects that you haven't actually, you know, sometimes we have these fixed ideas around things, but as the life continues and the experience grows, a lot of things goes upside down in our thinking, and we become open. And this mature person here, as you can see, seated on this throne, and He's very relaxed, okay, and looks non-threatening, right? This figure, whoever this person is in your life, but can be also a father figure as well, but it can, again, your consultant, or that some kind of this fatherly person, or that role you play, maybe role they play in your life is maybe bringing out, maybe it can be the professor, you know, it doesn't matter, but that is that friend, that advisor, or that lover, that trustworthy person is there when you need them, I have to tell you. Because this person is really a man of culture, knowledge, and he's interested in arts, and very a creative type. So it's like your intentions are intersecting with this person, definitely. It can also present someone who is there for you, and when you here you are maybe questioning or challenging also maybe an idea to them about marriages and relationships. Sometimes you have this the whole year, you have that in-depth conversation with a person, you have this exchange, and it sets the tone for all the year, like that inspirational person in your life. So again, there is a lot of opportunity for growth and self-discovery if you need, because people who are capable of that will be around you. You have also your capability to create that for yourself. And some people, that people or consultant or that figure may actually, if I was talking about these fears, and sometimes if you want to face with them or not, because you know, I mean, there is this someone that like slowly ripping off that secure cover and letting that excuse me, letting that resilience and wisdom also speak in you, which is like ever present in you. I see how many challenging times you went through here, and how you are actually coming out stronger on the other side, especially when you're challenging some norms and some maybe ideas that, like really reinventing yourself. This is showing you really end of a challenging period, and if you have put up walls to protect yourself from a future harm, actually the only thing can really help you to break through what you have built up is to give yourself that intellectual challenge, because nothing is going to be challenging or threatening to your security here. It's just you need that good intellectual nourishment, I do feel. Some things may help you to like even guard down, and actually the main idea here is that how you are once again able to trust those people around you who is actually there for you. I think the 2024, the silver lining of it, if anything I can take from this reading, is you are learning to trust again, okay? And you're doing it in a funnier way. When it comes to Page of Swords, it's intelligence, it's curiosity, it's clear communication at best. New intellectual pursuits, new learning journeys, strategic, analytical approaches to situation, direct, clear communications, frank conversations, being really honest at heart, standing up for yourself, and asserting your needs. So, Taurus friends, I think your strength also, that resilience you have been building up, can be also Page of Swords, can come in the rows, beautifully strategic and analytical way, that you can be also the person who are there for others. Some Taurus I see like a consultant, or you can be also very proud with a male figure, maybe a water sign, it can be, or Aquarius. Of course, this can be your partner. You may really be proud with them, by the way. You may be learning to trust again, letting your guard down, and you can open yourself up to the new possibilities. And even if you are single, you may be here opening up yourself to partnerships as well. So I think there is an importance of using your strength and resilience that you have been through and shed skin, but if you use it in an analytical way, Page of Swords, it's going to be really good for you. I mean, trust that you have the intelligence and courage, the capacity to handle the difficulties there. And I think a person here can also help you to emotionally opening up. Okay, emotionally opening up. Let me see your Art Life card. So this is the Art Life deck. Let's see what we're gonna have for you. This is a tarot deck, but it has a very different setup, structure. Oh, your second Nine of Wands again. This is how you have been building up all those resilience and strength. So double Nine of Wands, there you go. Again, one of the beauties of using multiple decks like me. In times of stress, be bold and valiant. Woman in Red in the Forest, Henry Rousseau. This is from 1907. It's in the private connection. Well, when it comes to Taurus, of course, red is a color. Looks actually with the head and the costume and umbrella, very Tauran lady. Also with like a vegetation at the background. It's actually a very Taurus-like picture. So I'm happy to see that. In time of stress, be bold and valiant, it says. When you are in, let's take it also as a warning, when that times come, you feel the stress. The way that you see, by the way, your partnerships, your comfortable communication in those partnerships, the willingness to open yourself up for discovering subjects further, like talking about it openly, will actually give you incredible strength in your situations. If I were you, if I would have a personal reading like that, I would really do the things to invest my intellectual capacity there. And start to also read things that I'm always like wondering, because here you will have a long conversations, discussions, I think, with a person. Now this year there are also some other news I have to tell you. Now some Taurus people, actually here the process is very psychological, but you are going to find a very clear understanding of that unconscious processes that you have also went through. That energy, the transformation, is actually bring you a clear understanding of unconscious processes that you have been through, like things which were like closed, like couldn't brought to conscious awareness. Like this is like a person also working on their shadow, you know, it's like that regression sessions. All these actually is somehow formulated to bring you a keen perception, and it's gonna give you that ability to observe and detect also hidden motivations in the self or others, I would say. Sometimes here, Page of Swords, if this was a figure, may sometimes represent, for instance, a child figure or this youngster figure, who is also prone to give sometimes immature emotional responses. But here, King of Cups, of course, this is more of like a spiritual advancement, let's say. But here we are not glamorizing or dooming or glooming things here, you know. When I say spiritual advancement, please don't take it like something we all need to attain, or there is some type of a... it's just, you know, they are like frameworks, like frame words I'm using in order to express the idea that, okay, so this is not some kind of an end goal we all need to achieve or whatever, you know, or someone is like advanced or other is less advanced, or that everyone is their own path and they are all equally valuable. But here, of course, with the words enriching our reading, we try to give the idea around it. We try to introduce what archetypes are actually here, you know, carrying. So, King of Cups, known for spiritual advancement. It's a very, it is greatly intensified in this king. Now, this king is challenged by that youth energy, as you can see. So here there is like a changing, challenging conversation, like between a youngster and the older. It can be even like our youthful part, but also that our mature part. Okay, so here I think in the soul wise, you are, something is unfolding for you, maybe from these previous lifetimes, like something needs to be refined in the soul wise as this tool having this conversation, because it is needed, the soul needs it. It is like there is so much wisdom in your reading, like your soul wants to directly tap into the wisdom of the universe. And in this incarnation, like this is a quest for you to find out. And then so that your emotional astral body can be more let's say fulfilled, or there is something, let's say something will be more coming to a full culmination. I think here, by the way, if you are a crafter, craft art maker, investor, I don't know, whatever walks of life you are coming when it comes to occupations, I have to tell you that whatever you do, you can even be a medical person, okay? Of course, in the medical fields, when describing people from medical area, we don't use the word creativity, right? We use this for artists usually. I mean, like a doctor being very creative on their patients is not something we want, of course, right? There is a protocol he needs to follow. But what I'm trying to say is that I feel here some kind of a talent, and it can be artistic and it can be very skillful, but it needs to be used to exercise a right, let's say, discrimination when it comes to the choice of emotional attachments in your reading. The Ring and the King of Cups, emotional attachments, like with the Page of Swords, this is discernment, and also to discriminate. Knight of Wands, by trusting the resilience you build, coming intellectually strong and making discrimination around emotional attachments. The Ring and the King of Cups, owl with this great owl with wisdom, let's say, okay? So so this feels, let's say, more refined, advanced, or there is some direct inspiration you can find from this process, it may re-invite some emotional energy within you. And with this way, you also become a clear channel for something, for instance, okay? Like, it's a good expression in whatever field you are in. It's your soul is very expressive. Your soul wants to express things. Because if these processes don't happen, then our emotional and creative forces can become totally scared or partially scared, but bring that expression of artistic or whatever in affairs of the heart. Okay, Taurus, speak it out. Okay, you have the rose, speak it out, express it. Rose is the, you know, the plant with the highest frequency. So the quality of the thought, I mean, whatever the thought is, it needs that high frequency. Okay, so you're gonna find a gamut of experiences. You're gonna find a gamut of experiences. But you can also come across with people that you, okay, there are also undeveloped sides, right? And these sides sometimes express timidity or insecurity. It may repress emotions, also sometimes due to fear of rejection, or, you know, don't want to be understood maybe, or can be very reluctant to speak up. That undeveloped parts can, let's say, sabotage something. It may not let anyone to know how they actually feel or what they really want. But here, if there was a karmic history in your lifetimes, like you really haven't found the chance, or the soul has regressed, like couldn't express, like there is some kind of a karmic expression, like now as you find that expression, that karmic energy will be dissolved, like you are fulfilling something which is gonna lead you to your dharma, kind of thing I am feeling. And if you have like we have the 12th house here. For some of you, there can be, I don't know if you know your, for instance, charts. Some of you maybe has coming from 12th house, north node or south node. I mean, we'll have a north node in 12th house, or some of you maybe have a south node in 12th house. So in the 6th and 12th house axis, if you have particularly something in your chart, this can be also that expression energy can be resonating much more than others. So I also wanted to tell that. But of course, dear friends, these are general readings. They are for collective influences. So I am actually performing this reading for the Taurus collective. Though I hope it can give insights for the new year ahead. Don't forget, you always have a private reading option with me, of course. For this, check the description box below to see how we run things in the channel. But again, if this reading has give you some insight, some perspective, or become some kind of a voice for the things which was running in your mind or in your heart, we are also happy, and this shows us that something is fulfilled there. Thank you, Taurus friends. Happy New Year. You deserve so much, I know. I hope you can reach out that fulfillment you have been seeking. Be open to changes and flexible, okay, with that Uranus still in your sign. Love you so much, and speak to you in the next readings, my friends. Take good care. Bye-bye.